Can you start with just telling us a little bit about the origin story of this incredible play and sort of what was the spark for it, how you came from sort of idea to production?
The origin story for Shipping and Handling is very much one that was planted in Crowded Fire soil from the start. I attended a performance of The Shipment at Crowded Fire, and I attended that show with some of the people in this show, in Shipping and Handling, Davia Spain, Jasmine Williams, and a few other actors. And after the show was over, Davia turned to me and said, if that was The Shipment, who was it addressed to? Who was this play addressed to? So that automatically got my brain sparking a little bit. And then directly after the show, there was a talk back, which was an experience, to say the least. And then afterwards, all the actors that I came with, some actors in the show, some other folks in the audience, we got into a discussion about the show in the lobby. And that discussion was so juicy that after we got kicked out of the lobby because the theater was closing, we stayed outside for like another hour, just talking about the show, talking about the shows of that season, talking about the type of auditions these actors were going on. And so I left that evening driving home with a buzzing sensation of just feeling like there was so much good energy inside of me, and I wanted to figure out how to translate that on stage somehow. I had no idea how. And then maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years later, I was invited by Mina Morita to join the inaugural cohort for the R&D lab. And it was in that lab that I first sort of voiced this story out loud to Mina and Lisa Marie, who directed The Shipment, and was encouraged to just take a risk, to just leap, even though I didn't know exactly what I was leaping into, to just follow my sort of creative impulses and see where it led me. Maybe a year and a half later, I had a first draft of Shipping and Handling, and that was read at Matchbox. And yeah, from there, it's just been a journey to finally get it up on the stage.
Curious about how this play is meeting this current moment of AI and technology, especially in this city of San Francisco.
Yeah, I mean, the first draft of this play was a little more centered on sort of the minstrel theme in Black entertainment. It was more talking to white supremacy in theater more directly. And just over the last, couple years after the We See You White Theater and, the other sort of voicings that happened, I just didn't feel like that was my calling anymore or where I wanted to spend my energy. So the play shifted a little bit, and I started to think more about imagining different futures and sort of having conversations on my own terms and trusting that people with ears to receive it would do so in the audience. So, the play had its first reading in 2019. We were supposed to go up in 2022. And so I just think that in the time that has passed, talking about AI and the way that AI is sort of being inserted into our daily reality, it just hits different in 2024. Like much of technology, once there's that step over into new territory, it seems to just accelerate at rapid speed. So for us, it's maybe like the last 6 to 9 months, all of a sudden everything was like chat GPT and AI and just everything AI being inserted into our lives across multiple industries. Here in the city, Waymo cars, it went from like seeing just a couple during your day, more so downtown type thing, to now they're out day and night in every neighborhood. They're even driving down my street. They're always empty. So that lets me know that like this service is not just about what is being portrayed as a taxi, right? Obviously something else is going on. If the majority of people you talk to, they all say they're always empty. So this play is about questioning the reality that's being superimposed upon us, and questioning our own imaginations, because so much of our imagination is shaped by movies and books that we've read since we were kids. And it's always a certain type of imagination that is driving our collective vision for the future, right? So it's often a reality that is dystopian, and the skies are, dark, and there's no trees, and everything is horrible, and machines are here to take over. And so I really want this play, not that I want people to think about AI in the future on my terms. I just want to scramble the programming and really have people become aware of the programming and questioning in our daily lives and in our daily imaginations. Who shaped this? Who does it benefit? What, does this speak to my spirit? Is this a product of an imagination that's similar to my own or my community's? And the future does not belong to this sort of masculine colonial mindset any more than the present should. The past, we can't undo that, but I think we definitely can reroute our present in order to reimagine our future. And that's what I'm really hoping shipping and handling can do.
What does unmasking mean to you?
It's funny, unmasking, I relate it to the masquerade, right? In so many different cultures, they have masquerade, and the way that I believe that is its own technology, where, these masks sort of heighten the environment and tune the people of that collective into a new vibration. But I also think it's interesting in our culture right now, not that like autism and neurodivergence hasn't always existed, but it seems like the volume is really turned up right now, and just hearing different people speak about the way that they mask in society to function. And it just has me really reflecting on like how rare it is, or how programmed we are to fit into this, into the dynamics of this society, which is very much framed by like capitalism, right? And there's very few spaces, I think, where we're allowed to explore there's very few spaces, I believe, that we're allowed to explore our humanity, let alone continue to grow into what our full humanity can be, because it's so boxed in by this culture, which is not at all rooted in our humanity or our collective or even our place within nature as humanity. So to me, unmasking is really about just putting down all the programming that we've inherited, be it from our families, our government, our society, and starting to look at each other with new eyes that are more grounded and plugged into our connection, as a planet, most of all.